One thing that you gotta remember is one monkey don't stop no show. Okay? Word to King George. What's up, y'all? My name is Keeks, aka Keeks, aka Kiki, and I am back with another video. The video that we're doing today is a chit chat get ready with me, where I am basically letting y'all in my business, in my life. I'll be answering some questions that you guys asked on my Instagram, and I will give you guys a small life update as well. So while I'm doing all of that, then I'll be doing my makeup. This is like my everyday look that you guys are looking at. If you want to see how I achieve this look, then go ahead and just watch the rest of the video. But I have to say, if you are new here, hit that subscribe button. If you are back, baby, hi. And I will meet you guys pre-makeup key, okay? I know it's been a long time since y'all have, you know, heard about my life. These are one of the videos where I just tell my business and y'all just listen. But two disclaimers, okay? One, I know my nails gone. She ain't no diva. And I know I need a feel. She ain't no diva. Okay, it is what it is. I had an appointment today, but my nail tech canceled, so I'll be, you know, struggling until Friday. Two, I know I need a retwist.
Woo! Look at the bitch braids.
It is what it is. Honestly, when it comes to locks, they can't look crisp, fresh and so clean 24/7. This is a part of the lock journey, baby. You gonna get the 4C. You gonna get the, you know, puffed up edges. It is what it is. And I am just here to bring awareness to it because it's all a part of the journey, baby. We gonna rock and roll and we gonna be real on the camera regardless. So thank you guys for watching this video in advance, and let me know in the comments where you're from. I would like to know. I would like to know. We are at 1.3K. And you know, I had to take a second and just be grateful of the 1.3K people that follow me and not worry about the people that aren't following me. So for the 1.3K of y'all that follow me, what y'all want from the stuff? For real though, thank you guys for following me. I really appreciate it. I just don't consider myself like a makeup guru, but I will show you guys exactly what I am using. So the first thing I like to put on my face is this Fenty Beauty Soft Matte Primer. And I've been using it for a while now. As you can see, we almost done, girl. It's been cool. It's been decent. Y'all, it may look like I got a booger in my nose, but it's really just dry skin from blowing my nose. So just ignore it if you see it. If this is the first video that you're seeing from my channel in a long time, then I did want to let you guys know that I have officially moved to Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm an Eastside baddie. Southern Belle. But I recently moved to Charlotte, North Carolina about 3 months ago. So I like it here. The people are cool. Like the vibes are amazing. I have noticed that everything in the South is like really slow. So I'm gonna be using this, I think it's called Il Makiage, and it's their foundation and the color Woke Up Like This. It's gonna go on and it's not gonna look like my color, y'all, but once it oxidizes, then it'll blend in just fine. So hang in there. I've noticed that everything in the South is like really slow. Like, I forgot. I used to live in the South before. I mean, I spent all of my summers in the South, and the pace of everything is just like really slow. Why I already get a stain in my shirt and I just put on foundation? What? Come on now. Anyways, like, not saying like the people are slow, it's just that the rate in which people do things are slow, if that makes sense. I don't know, life is just slower here. It's not as fast paced as, you know, like the major city in Minnesota. Minnesota, for example, like Minnesota is pretty fast paced. Baby, the people are gonna get to where they need to get to. So that's what I mean by like Charlotte is a little bit slower. I really miss Southern hospitality. That's one thing I've been missing. Like that's one thing that I love every time I come to the South. But honestly, it just feels nice being back in the South, being around my peoples, baby, because I was a Northerner for way too long. But no, for real. Okay, so let's get into these questions. How are you really? Is the first question. I'm blessed. This whole transition has been hard. Moving is always stressful, but like making sure that my footing is where it needs to be, that has been a little bit difficult. I'm just looking at it as like this is the part of my life where I am strictly just trusting God. It's not going how I want it to go, but it's like, it seems like, I don't want to say a test, but just like a part of my testimony. And so as of right now, all I want to really focus on is the positive. So I'm very blessed. When it comes to like trusting God, then it's just, it can be difficult when you're in this world, but I have to remind myself that I'm in this world and not of this world. And so I'm gonna get everything that God wants me to have. And if it's not something that God wants me to have, then I don't want it. So I've been finding some type of solitude in that. Well, trying, girl. Yes, I mean, for the most part, I'm blessed. I'm good. Thank you for asking. Where you been at? Well, y'all, honestly, this past year, I say like the past 2 years, life was dragging me, girl, like by my hands, just pulling me. There was so much change that happened in the past year that, you know, had to do with like my mental health and changing the people that are around me. And really, it was just a lot of pruning. And so that process is really difficult. If anybody is going through the pruning process, I'll put it like this. I honestly felt like I was buried. I felt like I was a seed that had to sprout. It was dark, it was lonely. Like, you know, all of the stages that the seeds go through. It's very dark, it's very cold, it's very lonely. I don't know what's gonna happen, and slowly, everything that I'm doing, I feel like it doesn't feel like me. There's something that I'm trying to push through and it's not opening, but it's not opening because it's not time yet. And so honestly, it just felt like I was being buried, and for a good reason. I'm not saying being buried is a bad thing. Being buried is the start of a rebirth, making sure your foundation is good before you grow into a freaking tree or a flower or whatever it is. And you have to make sure that you are stable and that, you know, your foundation is good before you break out of this shell and start to grow up and show yourself into this world. And so I honestly felt very buried, like a seed buried in the ground for the past year. And that, honestly, the past 2 years were like really rough. Really rough for me. But like I said, I'm in a much better place right now. So I've been dealing with pruning and stress at my job, but I've also at the same time made so much money in the past year that I was like, whoa, hold on, this is new for me. How do I handle this? But honestly, a lot of the money that I made, I was running myself into the ground. At one point, I ended up working smarter and not harder and made even more money, but that was because of the type of job that I had and the rough time that we were in. Basically what I did was I worked PRN at different group homes for people with disabilities. And so I did that honestly like 10 years straight, y'all. And the job was very draining, but at the same time, you like form these relationships with people and it makes it really hard to say goodbye. And so when it was time for me to say goodbye, y'all, I cried like a baby. Cried like a baby because when I lived in Minnesota, I didn't have any family. And so these people at the job became my family. I'm not talking about the coworkers, girl. I'm talking about the people that I took care of. So I worked with people who had autism, bipolar, personality disorders, along with people who had TBIs and multiple sclerosis. Like, there was such a wide range of people that I'd see and that I'd work with on a daily basis because I went to different group homes. And so they became my family, even to the point where like they call me today, girl, and I will answer the phone. Miss them so much. Wow, where was I going with this? As you can see, I find so much gratitude and joy in just working with vulnerable adults, and now I get to move that into a completely different area, and I'm working with kids with autism. And so it's, I mean, for the most part the same thing, but just a different person. And so it's like pretty cool how the job that I have now, then I'm, you know, following behavior support plans, when in the other job I was making them. And so it's just interesting to see how things end up working out. So that's where I've been at, girl. Next question is skincare routine. I mean, honestly, if you watch my vlogs, then I will show in my vlogs like sometimes what I'm doing for my skin. But girl, it's really easy. Like basically, girl, all it is just me cleansing my face at night, spraying rose water on it, putting moisturizer on it. I did start like the snail mucin. I don't know how it's gonna go. Like I said, I don't know if it's been breaking my skin out or what, but that's all I do at night. I make sure I change my pillowcases weekly. I don't touch my face. And then in the morning, all I do is rinse my face with cold water, spray it with rose water again, and put on some moisturizer. And that's all I do. I mean, for the most part, a lot of your skincare has to do with the foods that you're putting in your body, your environment, if you're stressed, are you drinking enough water? Like, it's all the things that people are talking about, honestly. It's stuff that you've already heard before, I'm sure. So I ain't been doing nothing special. That's just been that. And you know, genes play a role in it as well. So the next question is, are you gonna be traveling more, or are you gonna be traveling more? Or are you gonna vlog it? I'd like to say that, you know, in this stage in my life, I'm in more of a stability phase. I have a couple of traveling vlogs on my channel, and that's something that I want for myself. I love traveling. I do want to pick up more traveling, but in this season that I'm in right now, I don't see it happening. But you know, if God wanted to happen, then it'll happen, child. So if you didn't know though, I did go to Cabo last month, so check out the vlog. I'll link it right here. I also went to Spain a couple years ago and I vlogged it, so check that out. I went to Madrid and I went to Barcelona, so if you haven't seen that video, check it out here. I'll link it. But like, yeah, girl, I mean, I would love to do more travel vlogs. We'll see. We'll see. The next question, podcast, question mark. Honestly, life is busy as it is. I don't see me putting out a podcast because that is a lot of work. Just like YouTube, editing videos, recording videos, that's a lot of work. I have my own business, my own skincare business, which is called Sweet Butter Bay, and we cater to people with eczema, extremely dry skin, and other skin conditions. And so with those two right there, baby, that's a lot. And working, like, I just don't, you know, seeing it work, but you know, maybe somewhere down the line it'll happen. The next question is, who's the greatest father in the world? Now, Fasha, you know that's you. You know that's you. Oh, you know that's you. Daddy-o, you know you my mans. You know we bestie. The next question is what to expect from this channel, or where's your channel headed? I put it in my intro that I really just want to be known for like vibes, good energy, vibes for sure. But I also want to give value to you guys, whether that has to do with business or lifestyle content or locks, like knowledge on your locks. So I want to provide value as well to you guys. So this channel is going to be about the vlogs, vibes, and value. I am very invested in health, fitness, and entrepreneurship. So I will be adding those things to my channel as well. Since I just moved, then you'll see a lot of videos and vlogs about me exploring the state. Yeah, girl, just subscribe. Since I'm almost done with my makeup, y'all, this is like my standard makeup look. It might not look like much to y'all. I don't really do my makeup like that every day. And when I do, I like it to look natural, as you can see. The last question is a question that I've been getting a lot throughout the months, throughout the year, honestly. I wasn't gonna address this at all. Like, I didn't plan to address this at all. I was just gonna go about my life, live my life, enjoy my life, move on in peace. Girl, I was just gonna keep it moving. But since you guys keep asking, you guys have asked again when I ask for questions to answer in this video, then girl, no. I'm not engaged. I'm not married. Well, at least not yet, because it's gonna happen because I'm gonna be a wife. I know I'm gonna be a wife, just not with who y'all thought it was gonna be with. So come on now, like, I don't know what it is, y'all. I be wanting the person that I've been with to find the person that gets them. And this is growth. This is growth. Who am I to say that I'm the best thing that ever happened to you when, like, why does that matter if you're not the person for me? Like, what does that do? You're the best in what areas? If you were the best, you know, it would have still worked itself out, but it didn't. And so I be wanting, like, the people that I've been with in the past to have somebody that just completely loves on them, how they want to be loved on, how they need to be loved on, how God wants them to be loved on, and just live like a beautiful life. And I want that for them because I want that for me. Everybody should have a beautiful relationship. Everybody should have, you know, a person that they're excited to see. Y'all, I forgot to set my under eyes. Oh, y'all, honestly, I stopped telling y'all what I was using. My bad. So for my concealer, I am wearing the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the color Fawn. What else did I put on? I put on powder all around my face, and it's the NW45 from MAC, the Studio Fix powder that they have. I contoured with the Fenty Beauty Espresso Matchstick, which I honestly feel like I might need to go a little bit darker. This is what I contoured with. I also set that with the NW50 powder from MAC. The last thing that I have that I was setting my face with is this Black Radiance True Complexion Loose Setting Powder. It's in the shade Honeymoon. Yes, girl. One thing that you gotta remember is one monkey don't stop no show, okay? Word to King George. I have this Champagne Quartz metallic eyeshadow from Bobbi Brown. Holy grail. I don't think they sell it anymore, and I had to jump through hoops just to get it. I like to put it right here and then underneath my brow and then in like the corner of my eye. I don't use highlighter on my cheeks. I never have, probably never will. All right, y'all, this is the look. This is the final look. This is what we're working with. So with that being said, I'll answer one more question. So the final question is actually along the lines of the last question. So the question is, you single? And all I gotta say for that is, baby, you know, life is for the living, girl. When one door closes, another one opens, okay? Just because it didn't work out with one dude, don't mean it's not gonna work out with the next dude. Sarah was married 7 times. We're not gonna talk about why she went through them 7 times. I'm not saying that somebody died. I'm just saying that I'm not single, y'all. I am in a fully committed, healthy, happy relationship. And I wish that on all y'all. I wish pregnancy too. No, but really, no. I choose to keep my relationship my business and not y'all business, okay? Y'all not welcome in the group chat, which is why y'all didn't know. That is all I have for you guys today. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I will see you guys in the next vloggy vlog or the next video. So with that being said, bye.